Tonight are the 31 Nights of Halloween Horror.
I just want to make sweet, sweet love to your orbital socket. Your orbital socket. Such sweet, sweet love.
Tonight's movie, The Sadness.
Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of 31 Nights of Halloween Horror. All hope is lost, yes. Oh, and speaking of all hope is lost, tonight's movie is another recent release done in the last 3 or 4 years, which is like, oh man, back-to-back recent movies. But trust me, this one definitely, though it has some modern flair to it, has a bit more cojones, if you know what I mean. And that movie is a, I believe, Taiwanese film called The Sadness. Yes, The Sadness. So in beautiful 4K from Shudder via my great friends at Vinegar Syndrome. So, what is The Sadness? Well, so there is a massive pandemic going on in the world. Interesting. However, it seems to be not that dangerous. However, there is a virologist out there who's saying, hey, look, while it may not be dangerous now, it could mutate into something more sinister. And, well, like any horror movie, it mutated into something more sinister. Who would have thought? I don't know. So now this virus, instead of giving you, like, you know, the flu, it gives you a really bad case of the munchies. And also a really, really bad case of blue balls. like, seriously, this is kind of like a mainstream version of Rape Zombie. Wait, what are you talking about? Well, you see, the movie's about this couple who are starting their normal day. She's going to go to work, and, you know, he's going to be at home, and all of a sudden the world goes to shit because this virus mutates and turns people into crazed, insane, deviant, murderous, cannibalistic, rape machine sex fiends. Am I leaving anything out? Oh, torturous, yeah. Yeah. It's like the movie Shivers, where people are stripped of their, you know, inhibitions and are just left with their base instincts and wants and desires. And apparently some of those wants and desires are to eat people's faces, and the other ones are to fuck their faces. Like, literally. So, will this couple be able to navigate through the horrors of this new pandemic and meet up with each other and have a happy ending? I don't know. Y'all have to watch. All the while, this guy, man, he really wants the main actress real bad. Like, he really wants to penetrate her in many, many ways. Yeah. So let's get to the score, shall we? Violence and gore is a 5 out of 5. This movie is bloody. This is it's nasty. Look, there's someone's face getting pizzaed off of his cheek right on the back. You know, it is gross, nasty, disgusting, vile, putrid, wonderful. I love it. It's great. It's nasty. It's horrible. It's not, I mean, it's not like Terrifier levels, but it is definitely bringing the sticky, bloody gooiness and the sinewy. Yeah, it's just it's 5 out of 5. I don't even need to talk more. Shock value is a 4 out of 5. Like, this movie is pretty damn rapey, and there is like a blood orgy that goes on in this hospital, and like someone gets skull fucked. Like, someone got skull fucked in the movie. Sure, it may pull some of the punches, and you don't really see everything. Maybe you can't. Like, there is, I guess, taste involved. Very little, but yeah, it's shocking. 4 out of 5. Moving on to plot. So the plot is a 3 out of 5. While I do think that this movie is definitely good and pretty original, it is definitely borrowing from elements like Rape Zombie and the movie Shivers. Definitely was feeling the Shivers vibe. And really, the plot's very simplistic and kind of predictable. And so, like, it's definitely not the strongest part of the movie, but it's still definitely above average. 3 out of 5 acting, 3 out of 5. I think people doing a fine job pretending to be rapey, monstrous, violent goofballs, I guess. There's one character which I find to be a little bit like, okay, no. No, your performance isn't that great, but, like, anyways, I'm not gonna say who it is because it might be kind of spoilerish, but anyways, I'm just saying. There are some good parts, there are some okay parts. 3 out of 5. Moving on to Nudity, and this is a 1 out of 5, and very minor complaints about this movie, set apart, some of the plot and the acting. Like, modern movie, I guess. Like, so yeah, you have got the blood orgy, and there's some tits and ass, but it's covered, most of it's like covered in blood, and it's hard to see, and it's not really sexy. I mean, I guess someone might consider that sexy, whatever. But there is a scene where the main girl has to take like a contamination shower, and so she strips down, and seriously, and we know, and the person who is making them do that is watching them do that, and you don't get even this, you don't get his point of view either. Like, come on, get some balls. You've got a fucking rape orgy skull fuck thing, and you can't show some clean washed tits. I'm not asking for much, guys. I'm not asking for much, but come on. Also, like, I mean, like, it's shocking. Yes, and that orgy scene is shocking. But it felt like they were, definitely, trying not to show too much or much in the way. Which, honestly, like, they could have gone way more batshit crazy with this movie. So I feel like there is a little bit of holding back. And I'm disappointed by that. So 1 out of 5. Missed opportunity. Like, think of that. The average score for this movie would be fucking insane if they would have just gone it. Like, literally, I mean, here's something. If you're going to remake this movie, you gotta have the fucking nuts to do it. Because, man, you gotta do it. I mean, fuck it. I'll do it. Give me the money. Give me the money, Hollywood. Well, maybe not Hollywood. Hollywood probably wouldn't want to do it. Well, wait. First of all, that's probably what Hollywood is behind the scenes. A bunch of blood orgies, right? From what I hear. Am I right, guys? Am I right? That's what I hear is going on in Hollywood. P. Diddy's parties, right? This big fucking blood orgy. I mean, this is a documentary about behind the scenes Hollywood. It's actually, a documentary. It's whatever. Anyways, 1 out of 5. Enjoyment factor is a 4 out of 5. Yes, disappointed that some of the punches were pulled. The plot, not as strong as it could be. The acting, at times. But still, like, probably the best zombie movie, infection movie that has come out in the last like 10, maybe even 15, maybe even 20 years. I don't know. I'd have to like think about it, but it's definitely better than anything I haven't seen. And yes, I know I have not seen One Cut of the Dead yet, but I might, I have to look to see if there's like a physical copy somewhere. Anyways, 4 out of 5. Overall impression is a 4 out of 5. I say this is a must watch for zombie fans. This is a must watch for gore fans. This is a must watch for low life degenerates like myself. Because yeah, it is ballsy. It is nasty. Yes, it pulls its punches and doesn't go as far as it could. And like, oh man, I can imagine if they made this like in Hong Kong, the Cat 3. They'd have to make it Cat 5, Cat 7. Have that whole new. But man, it's just like, oh man. Oh, that would have just like the day. Anyways, 4 out of 5. Overall impression. Solid film. Solid, like great film. I recommend it. Highly recommend it. Check it out. Unless you're squeamish, then don't check it out because you will vomit. I was going to say barf, so I was like, you're going to barf, but then I wanted to say vomit, but I already had the B there, so I went vomit, which is the combination of barfing and vomiting, which is the same thing. So whatever, you can varf, you can vomit, or you can barf and then vomit. Either way, I don't know. Sorry. 4 out of 5, and that averages out to a very impressive 3.4 out of 5. Just imagine if that nudity score would have gotten up to like the 4 range. Anyways, so there you have it. The sadness. Yes, 4K awesomeness. It even comes with this wonderful booklet with storyboards and stuff like that. I wonder if they have the Office storyboard there going on in there. The little, not the Office, the little, I'm just like, I don't think they did. No, I don't think I see the blood orgy. I'm disappointed. Anyways, so there you have it, the sadness. I don't know why they call it the sadness, because it looks like everyone's having the fucking time of their lives. They're all like, there's lots of smiles going on. I don't know, man, but it is something to say that, like these people, like when you have no inhibitions, you're just like, is everyone just vile rapist sex fiends? And is it rape at that point when you're having the blood orgy? Because it looked like everyone was pretty much into it, so to speak, at that point. But yeah, it's why do I have that? Why do I have the song Closer from 9 Inch Nails running through my head right now? I don't know. Anyways, tell me what you think in the comment section below. Have you seen it? Tell me what you think about it. Agree with me, disagree, whatever. And thank you for watching another episode of the 31 Nights of Halloween Horror. And remember to stay scary, internet, and rate, comment, subscribe, bells, yada yada. Stay scary, internet, and what life lesson can we learn from this movie? What life lesson can we learn from this movie? Holy shit! Like I mean, thank goodness we have a conscience and and we don't always act on our basest animalistic instincts. Thank goodness, because yeah, I mean, like, it I mean, it might be a fun time while you're alive, but you're probably... See, in my opinion, I'd probably be the skull fucked than the skull fucker. That's just how my life goes, you know. I mean, and I don't want that. Nobody wants that. I mean, maybe there's some people who do, and that's just weird, but it does give new meaning to dirty old man. That guy's dirty old man. And all he was trying to do was be nice in the beginning of the movie, and just maybe he was a little creepy, I guess. Yeah, you're right. But I mean, then he just went. You know what? Honestly, if they were nicer to him at the beginning of the movie during the whole subway thing, you know what? Maybe he wouldn't have been as ultra rapey. You know, maybe that's what the sadness is. I was just trying to be nice and have a pleasant conversation while on my way to work. But you had to be a bitch. Now I gotta skull fuck you. I'm sorry. It's just... them the rules. Zip. Anyways, whatever.